Welcome, welcome, welcome to my platform tonight. I just had to pull over. I know it's a lot of glare going on, but I had to pull over. And I've been thinking about this all day long. Humility. Now, I really pondered over humility. And I know it's being humble, for one thing. And the Bible tells us in Proverbs 22:4 about the fear of the Lord and humbling yourself. And once we humble ourselves and have the fear of the Lord, then we will obtain favor with God, longevity, blessings, prosperity, wisdom, and the list goes on. So all these good things will be added to us if we fear and keep ourselves humble before the Lord. And as I meditated on it all day long, I said, Lord, this is what I've been talking about, being humble, being able to accept people as they are, they flaws and all that. And I said to myself, it's really a broad thing. It's really humility is so broad in so many ways that we can keep ourselves humble, but not only humble, we can keep ourselves full of grace, full of mercy, full of understanding, and just accepting people opinion, no matter what we think. It's what they really think and how we accept it. And as I grow older with grace and aging, I'm learning how to embrace people's opinion, whether I like it or not, because I'm learning it's not about me, but it's the joy that I can bring to the table. It's the joy that I can bring and input in people's life. It's the joy that I can make an impaction on someone who's feeling down or out and don't have any get up about themselves. It's encouraging someone. So humility can open the doors to peace, belief, understanding, wisdom, connections to the right people and places and things. Humility can bring us peace, that inner peace that we have longed for. Humility, keeping yourself humble, can open up doors as well as close doors. It can also close doors to things that we're just tired of. It can close doors to things that we have difficulty in understanding in order to give us peace. And it can open up doors to success. Humility is the key to success. It can open up those doors that we have prayed for to walk into, to get that promotion, to open up our business, or get that degree that we have been praying for, that healing that we have been praying for, wisdom that we have been praying for. Humility is broad. And as I age with grace, I now have a better understanding of accepting people's flaws. I now have an understanding of not judging no one. or prejudging someone until I really investigate and find out the truth. You know, I talk about the truth all the time, getting down to the root of the problem, getting the truth out. So humility is truth. Humility is what you see in a person. Humility is what you believe. Because the more that you humble yourself, the more that God can open up your intellect, your understanding, your knowledge, open up to new avenues and paths in your life to take. Humility is passing the test. When storms come your way to knock you back or set you down or knock you all the way down to the ground, humility is just trusting and walking and believing that God is with you and He's going to bring you out. Humility is balance. Humility is just thinking clear. You know, I used to pray all the time, Lord, just give me your peace. All I want is peace, Lord. I need this peace to focus, to stay focused. And now the Lord has given me exactly what I have asked for. And it feels so good because I have learned and still learning how to humble myself. Not only in the mighty hands of God, but before God's people. Before God's people. How to humble myself. How to keep this mouth in control and under control. When the flesh, the spirit wants to speak out and say things that is not so godly. Humbleness, humility goes hand in hand. I appreciate life and I see life a lot different with humility. Humility, I learned this weekend, is not to judge a person if they are not as bright as you. Humility is sharing what you know and not be judgmental, but sharing it with someone who has no clue or no idea about humility, but sharing the simple little things that a person did not know and you have enlightened them. That's humility. And giving back an energy that is positive, and then they see your positive energy that you're giving back, giving to them, and they are giving it back to you. So I'm receiving the same energy that I put out. And they are looking at me as an example, a good example, instead of a negative example. Humility. Humility is grace. Grace after grace after grace. When we mess up, grace and mercy catches us. As we try to figure out things in life, and sometimes we don't go to the Father. Sometimes we just react. but grace and mercy is there to catch us. Humility. Humility. And as I pondered and thought about humility all day long, humility is bracing me right now as I speak. Humility is embracing you as you watch and listen. Because we have to have this force to capture our attention and to keep it on what we need to say. That's humility. Because some people cannot embrace humility, not for 5 seconds. But if you are sitting here and watching me, God has embraced you with humility to watch this to the end. God is putting out wisdom and nuggets for you to obtain and grasp hold to, so you can carry this nugget and pass it on to someone else. Humility is embracing you right now. You and I. Humility. And as we grow with grace, and as we continue to humble ourselves before the mighty hands of God, as we begin to love and love and love and embrace love and share love completely and whole, that's humility. As we begin to build relationships, true relationships, no fake relationships, but true and open relationships, that's humility. Because in humility in a relationship, we can become as one. Nothing less. No collecting flaws, because humility will wipe all that out. You will look at that person as a person that you love, a person that you care for. So remember, on Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow, in a couple hours, as a matter of fact, humility. Humble yourself and love unconditionally. We tend to judge more than we love. I'm going to say that again. We tend to judge more than we love. When I said last week, forget about the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. Humility. Humility has stepped in when I said that. Don't sweat the small stuff. Life is too short. We can remember things when people do us wrong. We can remember things when people have done something wrong, have said something wrong to us. We can remember all the negative things. But what if we embrace all the positive things that they have said to us? I bet you we can list more things that is negative than positive. We can accept things more that is negative than positive. I challenge you tonight to pick up and embrace humility. Because there are some things that I did and I scratch my head. I say, this person can never, ever be nothing to me, because of the hurt and pain that I had received. But when humility stepped in, I forgave, I gave them another chance, and I kept it moving. And every single time that I come in contact with these people that hurt me so bad, I think about humility now. It was a time that I used to get upset when I would come in their presence, just upset. But humility have humbled me to where I understand why that happened and the reason behind it. And if I did not understand, or I didn't know the reason, I still wouldn't care, because humility have embraced in me to where it really doesn't matter what was the cause or what was the root of the cause. Humility will make you humble yourself if you are willing to. Now, if you're not willing to humble yourself, then humility cannot do anything for you. Humility cannot help you. Humility cannot keep you motivated. Humility cannot give you an understanding. Humility cannot give you peace, because you have blocked everything that humility has to offer. You have blocked it and will not receive it. So I wanted to come on to embrace someone with humility, to leave something positive on the table, and to work on humility. If you work on humility, it will work for you. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed my platform on tonight about humility. But if you don't believe me, believe God's word. Believe his word. Believe God's word. Proverbs 22:4. Read it, meditate. Meditate on it and ask God to give you, yes you, an understanding about Proverbs 22:4. And he will give you that understanding. Forgive, 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 so you can receive humility. Nothing's worth going to hell for. Nothing worth being bitter. Nothing is worth your peace. Nothing. Nothing is worth losing your soul. Humility will come in if you let it. So thank y'all for watching my platform, and stand tuned on humility. All right. So that's it. That's all I have for tonight. But y'all be joyful and keep being humble. Bye-bye.